Good evening and welcome to Westwood Regional Junior Senior High School for tonight's Big North football contest and senior night between the Dumont Huskies and your Westwood Cardinals. This Halloween is an extra special holiday because tonight we are honoring our senior football players, band and color guard members, cheerleaders, mascot, along with their parents who have supported their efforts throughout their careers. The time, commitment, dedication, and selflessness displayed by all parties is why our programs here at Westwood High School are a perennial success. We would like now to take this opportunity to recognize our 36 seniors and their parents in attendance with us this evening. Our first senior is Captain Stephen Baez, escorted by his mother, Jane Baez. Our next senior is Zach Bellion, escorted by his parents, Liz and Norm Bellion. Our next senior is Captain Nolan Borgerson, escorted by his parents, Janine and Chris Borgerson. Our next senior is Joe Gagliardi, escorted by his mother, Dina Pinkman. Our fifth senior is Captain Brandon Gallagher, escorted by his parents, Tim and Dennis Gallagher. Next up is senior Zach Hopkins, escorted by his parents, Suzanne and Dan Hopkins. Up next is Captain Evan Hall, escorted by his parents, Kathy and Randy Hall. Our next senior is Dwayne McFarland, escorted by his father, Tony McFarland. Our next senior is Captain Matt Muni, escorted by his mother, Lisa Desidero Muni. Our next senior is Michael Napolitano, escorted by his parents, Lori and Mike Napolitano. Next up is senior Nick Poggi, escorted by his parents, Maria and Rich Poggi. Our next senior is Colin Saunders, escorted by his parents, Lauren and Dave Saunders. Next up is senior Matt Sabah, escorted by his parents, Nancy and Ray Sabah. Next up is senior Kyle Cycle, escorted by his parents, Margaret and Kurt Cycle. Next up is Captain Carl Seitz, escorted by his parents, Linda and Marty Seitz. And our last senior, rounding out the group of 16, Stephen Williams, escorted by his parents, Debbie and Steve Williams. Now for our senior band and color guard members. First up is color guard Michelle Oriema, escorted by her parents, Trisha and Doug Oriema. Next up is color guard captain Becca Bischoff, escorted by her parents, Kathy and Peter Bischoff. Next senior is drum major and trumpet section leader Matthew Carlson, escorted by his parents, Debbie and John Carlson. Coming through next is senior flutist Catherine Clinton, escorted by her parents, Maria and Charles Clinton. Our next senior is color guard captain Anung Jelani, escorted by her father Zahid Jelani. Our next senior is color guard Brittany Helton, escorted by her mother Donna Helton. Our next senior is alto sax mellophone section leader Alex Jovanes, escorted by his parents Eileen and Agamemnon Jovanes. Our next senior is drum major Callum Kowalczyk, escorted by his parents Vanessa Kowalczyk and Russell Bell. Our next senior is low brass section leader Jacob Munn, escorted by his parents Lisa and Gordon Munn. Next up is alto sax player Michael Ricchetti, escorted by his parents Laura and Mike Ricchetti. And now it's time to recognize our 9 senior cheerleaders and their parents. Our first senior cheerleader is Erin Cook, escorted by her parents Kathy and Kevin Cook. Our next senior is Sarah Furman, escorted by her parents, Rosie and Bob Furman. Next up is Captain Allison Gallo, escorted by her parents, Susan and Michael Gallo. Next up is senior Erica Huber, escorted by her father, Donald Huber. Following Erica is Captain Shannon Hull, escorted by her parents, Catherine and Randy Hull. Following Shannon is senior Megan O'Keefe, escorted by her parents, Lisa and Jimmy O'Keefe. Next up is senior Erin O'Sullivan, escorted by her parents, Eileen and John O'Sullivan. Next up is senior captain Emily Siak, escorted by her parents, Sue and Gary Siak. Our final senior cheerleader is Captain Deanna Versteggi, escorted by her mother, Debbie Versteggi. And last, but certainly not least, the Cardinal mascot, senior Amy Husinger, escorted by her parents, Emily and Alan Husinger. And there you have it, our 36 seniors and their parents. Please give them one last round of applause.